Hello Stinks and welcome to episode 14 of Minecraft Through the Spyglass, the Let's Play survival series that goes through all of the Minecraft updates and collects unobtainable blocks as we go. You see where we are and you know what that means. Today we are going over the 1.1 update and all the things that it brought. This one is going to be similar to the last video as it contains even less information, so sit back and relax as we dive into some old school Minecraft. The biggest changes players get in 1.1 include the new world generation super flat. A lot of Minecraft fans will recognize this because it started a new popular format for Minecraft creators. In fact, some of them still play on their super flat worlds to this day. What makes this mode interesting is the limitations that it has. Quite a few mobs won't appear here, and blocks found in the depths or caves of Minecraft aren't available. And obviously the terrain is quite flat. On the creative side of things, spawn eggs are introduced, allowing you to place any mobs you want in an instant. They added support for 56 new languages. We see the new biomes: beaches, desert hills, extreme hills edge, forest hills, and taiga hills. Some of the changes include oak leaves having a 1 in 200 chance of dropping apples. Bows can now be enchanted with power, punch, infinity, and flame. The golden apple recipe is changed from 8 gold blocks to nuggets. All discs will now drop from a creeper being killed by a skeleton, and they narrowed the various possibilities of enchantment levels. And just like that, that is everything 1.1 related. No new blocks, mostly just the quality of life and new biomes, which means we can split this video into 2 parts again: the boring introduction and the building. So here we are in 1.1 and here we are in the 1.1 section. And so like the last time, I'm going to start by building up this section to represent the 1.1 area. And then I have a pretty cool plan after that, after we finish this section out, of what to do to kind of end this episode. And it's going to be kind of a unobtainable, but not really. Let's get started by building up this area. So I'm going to begin doing this section by filling in some dirt to give this a little bit more area to work with. Obviously we need the entire section to really fit something cool in here. Now that we've got ourselves a nice flat area to work with, we're going to start building up the quote-unquote mega base for this section, which is going to be marked with the middle being right here to match the last 3 sections that we have made here. So I'm going to round up some materials and get to work on building up my idea for this section. So I'm going to start in the very middle, like I said here. We're going to create a, what you might call like a meeting place, kind of like the fountain that is in the alpha section, but different. This is going to be more like a well of sorts. So we're going to start with a base like this and then go ahead and go up and out to build up one more here. Then we're going to put fences on each of the 4 corners here. And then we're going to go 4 fences again. And then a roof just like this. And the final top will be some torches to light up the area around us. Here we are with the kind of like the meeting place of this section. Everything's going to kind of be built out from this area. This just gives us something to work with, so I'm going to go ahead and start on the next build, which I'm thinking will be a little house. I wish I could do pathing, but that's obviously not available to us, seeing as how we can't even till the dirt yet. So we're just going to kind of imagine that this pathway goes out here, and maybe I will use some mushroom blocks to simulate pathing, or I might just use some stone or something. So I'm finishing up the first layer of this first building on the left side of the well here. So here is going to be our main base, and then we're going to go up and build us a little wall kind of matching the bottom, just like that. And then we're going to put our door right here for the entrance, and then I think I want to do a little table right here, and then another table right about here, and then 2 beds just to sleep in for permanent beds, because right now I'm using my temporary one that I just kind of carry around with me everywhere. And then we'll leave this spot open for a window. So I'm just going to kind of finish building this up. Here is our first building all done up. We've got a little interior with a little table and some chairs here, and then our 2 beds. Now that I've got this done, I'm pretty much just gonna kind of do another one on this side maybe, and maybe do like a farm back there, or maybe like a farm up here. I'm not sure yet, but I'm just gonna keep working on this until I get to a good point, and then I will update you guys. Alright, so I'm just finishing up the last main part of this build outside of small details with this little farm that I made here. And after this, I will have finished this base. And I don't know if you could tell already, but it is a recreation of a village, because I think it would be kind of funny if for this section, since it is the introduction of the super flat generation, world generation, that we treated it as such, and I literally just made it super flat. And then back here, these trees are up here just so I could collect wood. Eventually I will tear them down, so it'll just be blank space with maybe some slimes back here, but I want it to be very barren. I want it to look like there's nothing here. And then in one of these buildings, I'm not sure which, maybe this one, I want to dig down and basically use the underneath of this section as the mega base. So underneath somewhere will be all the storage and the surprise, which I am doing at the end of this video. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and finish up all the small little details around here, and then work on making room for that underneath build, and then I will check back in. So I didn't want to make this too big of an area here with all the buildings. Like I said, I want this to stay relatively super flat because I think that would be funny, but I have spent some time making the underneath area here similar to what we did in the alpha section with the nether portal. Here is the room that I've cleared out. This back room here is for storage, which I'm going to work on building next so that I can go ahead and start moving items from the 1.1 section to the chests that are down here, because each section's a little bit messy with the storage, so we're going to try and mitigate that a little bit by starting out with a good storage system. So all the chests are in place for storage. I went ahead and moved all the blocks from older sections into here just so that we have most everything centralized in one location. I do want to decorate this area, but I don't have the blocks for it quite yet. And if it's not already obvious, we are going to be going to the end in this episode. So I have my portal frames here, and we're just going to build our own end, which is a little bit stressful because this is permanent. Once I put these eyes in, the portal will always be here. So here we go. We're going to create our first portal, go to the end for the first time in this world. Let's go ahead and add in the last eye here. Sad we don't get any sound from this, but we do get the achievement, the end. So now we just build up or break into the side here, and we're gonna fight the dragon. Look how small that tower is. Oh, I've already looked at a Enderman. Dragon's right there. I was not expecting her to be that close. Oh, the pillars aren't even like in a circle either. And just like that, we died. I kind of figured this would be a rough fight, so I'm not too worried about how badly I do. Oh! Oh. I'm not saying I'm good at PvP, but I promise I'm not this bad. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, we did it. Okay, now all we have to do is kill her. Alright, we got 3 bows, 48 arrows, a sword, and a dream. Guys, here we go. One last hit, and I'm going to use my fist to make it as grand as it can be. One more hit and we will have defeated the Enderdragon for the first time ever in this world on 1.1. Wow, so let's say 2 more hits. So now it's 1 more hit, and we will have defeated the Enderdragon in our world for the first time ever once she comes down. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we couldn't reach her. Wow, this is... wow. Alright, here we go. Last hit. Nope. Nope, another hit. So 1 of 3. 1 of 3, baby. So we only have to do 1 more. 1 more hit, and she should be dead, and we will have defeated her in our world. And it's gonna be super cool. 1 last hit, and... there we go. It's, again, sad that there's no noise. It's really sad, but we do get XP. Oh my god, it's way more than nowadays. That's a lot of XP. I thought maybe we would get to 70. We got 98 levels here, so now we can enchant some stuff, which I think what I want to enchant is a sword. So now we can collect the dragon egg. Just gotta... oh! Alright, so we've made it back safely to our overworld. I've made myself a diamond sword. I have made a backup, and I'm just going to put this in and kind of go for a high enchant. So the highest I saw was 38. This one's 37. I've been going for a minute now, so let's just see what we get here. Smite 5 and Fire Aspect 2. That's not terrible. Deal 8 hearts of damage in a single hit. I'm going to see if we can get this. There we go, we got it. So back over at the end, we're going to go ahead and jump in here. Like I said, we're going to grab our dragon egg. We should just be able to place a torch here. Drop this, and then it drops like that. And now we have our dragon egg for this world, which is so cool. So happy to finally have that. Before I leave here though, I am just going to grab some endstone, and quite a bit of it. As you might notice, there's a bunch of sheep out here that are black. That's because I needed a bunch of black wool for the decorations in the portal room down there. So what I think I might do is just turn some of these back into white and brown. That way it looks more natural, and then just keep them here. But I am now going to show you guys what we did with the end room, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm pretty pleased with it. Here it is. We've got our storage back here with all of our blocks from the previous sections. And then of course we have the end portal, end stone, and then the black wool was made to look like the end void. Obviously we don't have black concrete yet, so next biggest thing was black wool. And then we have the obsidian pillars. This took quite some time to collect because we don't have beacons yet. And then of course we have the sign dictating that we defeated this on October 11th of 23 in version 1.1. And then inside of this chest for now is going to hold the dragon egg and the bow that we used to kill the dragon. Obviously we'll probably move that eventually. I just have no plans for it yet. And the final thing I want to do in this episode is add another sign to the end portal that is in the end dimension, because this one will be staying here, and I just want to note that this one is different than the one that will spawn when we respawn the dragon in later versions. So we're just going to slap a sign on. Alright, and that'll be it for this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Can't wait to do the next one, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.